Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Bloodborne Kita Edition. So, I'm being followed by this guy, but that's alright. Yep. What a way to start. So, we have Laurence's skull now, so why not head over to the Cleric Beast, who is residing right in front of Laurence, and, well, the Cleric Beast who would be, you know, essentially would represent Laurence. I'm actually going to go back here first, though, and take a look at what hunter we can summon. So it's Master Vaulter. So after you have Laurence's skull, if you come back here, you'll notice this summon sign. I don't think it's there unless you have the skull. I could be wrong. Maybe you just have to be part of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. But once you have Laurence's skull, let's go ahead back and see what this Cleric Beast, if anything, has to say about it. Which I made it very obvious there would be something. So, as I made it kind of obvious, something has happened now that we have Laurence's skull, which is that this Cleric Beast has arrived. One thing I'll say is if you did Viscerals against the Cleric Beast and Molotov cocktails, this will teach you, like, okay, you have to learn how to beat the Cleric Beast without using that stuff. Right now I'm doing a terrible job. A lot of it's really just getting close to it. I think if I remember correctly, I was better at it by staying in like this. Oh, nope, he's gonna go for a grab. Let's get out of the way of that. And then we can wail on him for a bit. So yeah, this is just gonna teach you to fight the Cleric Beast the way that you might not have chose to. If this is how you chose to beat the Cleric Beast the first time around, by getting close to him, you're gonna be used to this. You can knock out his legs and weaken his legs. So you can't do a visceral attack this time around on him, but you can weaken each side of his legs, which will make it so he'll kind of stumble around depending on the type of attack he chooses to do. So we want to try to knock out both legs. Oh. Or just die. That works too, so I'm told. Nope, nope. Meh. I'm dead. Ugh. And that's what we're trying to do. In the first Cleric Beast. Wow, that... yeah, I think... And he hurts you for that much when he slams on you a lot. Jeez, I should just... Yeah. Yep. And my Saw Cleaver, I've realized, is pretty under-leveled. Especially in the beginning of the game. Everything does so much damage in this phase. Laurence, First Vicar of the Healing Church, and the founder of it. So, if you recall, this is actually our second Vicar that we fought in this specific room. The first being Vicar Amelia, of course. Actually, he rarely does that to me. I wasn't really sure what to do. Yeah, so if you fought... Well, I'm assuming you'd fought the Cleric Beast before. Why wouldn't you? I mean, it's actually an optional boss, but I feel like most people do the strategy of trying to shoot the Cleric Beast in the face and use Molotov cocktails at some point, and that's not going to work anymore on him, as now you just can't. You can't stun him anymore by hitting his face. So what he just did there, you might have noticed, is he fell over. So what we're trying to do is bust his kneecaps. And by busting his kneecaps, he's going to fall over. And you can actually bust both of the sides of his kneecaps. So now I busted both sides. He can heal it, like right there. I believe that heals it. So we're going to try to stop him from doing that. And this is just going to, again, make it so he might fall over when he tries to reach at you for certain attacks, which will help out a lot for trying to... Yeah, so right there, he fell over. We're just doing whatever we can to prevent him from getting some of his powerful attacks on us. Unfortunately, he's probably about to go into his second mode, which I'm not that good with. Yeah, here we go. So here's mode number 2 for him. And yeah, honestly, I'm not that good at this mode. Clearly, as I'm healing at the worst possible times to do it. Alright, here we go. I feel like I just need to learn to dodge to the right or something. Oh, and hit him when he's spewing out crap from his face. Oh, should have tried to get a couple hits in there. Yeah, so a lot of the problems that we've been dealing with are kind of a direct result of Laurence being that, he founded the Healing Church. Now, granted, I actually, it's not like he knew all this was going to happen. I think he had the best intentions, I guess is what I'm saying. And, he had a falling out with Willem, and it's not that Willem was necessarily right either. Like, all the stuff with the eyes didn't necessarily go great either. It's just kind of... The whole thing, in general, with the Great Ones is kind of just a case of playing with fire. Kind of ironic. Pun somewhat intended there, being that Laurence is currently on fire. But it really is a case of playing with fire. That's, in my opinion, the best way to describe it. What they're doing with the Great Ones. So, nothing good came out of it from either end, no matter where you were trying to do. Carol Rune, Eyes, or the Healing Blood. But you can see where he was coming from with Healing Blood, and I think that's the point I'm really trying to make, is that, you find out something like, wow, you have blood that can heal. Oh god, what was just happening? Oh, it's the lava on the ground. You find out that you have blood that can heal everybody. And Laurence's idea was, like, Master Willem kind of realized the problems that could come with this beast blood. And Laurence's idea was, hey, we have this great thing that can heal people. We should use this. This is a really good thing. And Willem refused to do that because he saw the issues with blood that we've seen throughout the Healing Church, and we're going to see a lot in this DLC. But... you can see where Laurence initially came from. That youthful idea of, like, we have this great thing. We need to learn how to utilize it and utilize this blood properly in order to heal people, because this could be really great, despite what possible repercussions there could be. Why not try? At least that's my thoughts on him. Oh, good. I just died against him when I had a lot of blood echoes. So... I should probably mention, as we look at this rune that we got from him, or I will in a moment. So, Beast's Embrace. After repeated experiments in controlling the Scourge of Beasts, the Gentle Embrace rune was discovered. When its implementation failed, the Embrace became a forbidden rune, but this knowledge became a foundation of the Healing Church. Those who swear this oath take on a ghastly form and enjoy accentuated transformation effects, especially while wielding a beast weapon. So, essentially what it's saying here is that they actually did, with the church, they knew that beasts could be created, and they were trying to find a way to control it. And what we were about to see, as I go back to the Hunter's Dream, is one of their attempts to control it, which was this, and how exactly that worked. So, the thing I do want to mention, though, for total transparency, is that I realized I was completely bug-biting Laurence, and I just was not getting through him. And I was playing it for about 40 minutes, and I was making progress gained his second form pretty regularly, but I just realized that I kept on bug-biting him and not being able to get past it, and I was kind of tired of that, and it sort of felt like a waste of time since I'm trying to also work on my next Super Show before I'm actually going back to Chicago again for the holidays. And I want to be able to get all these Let's Plays out, work on the next Super Show, possibly work on some lore videos. And I was like, all right, the best thing for me to do at this point is just go into the Chalice dungeons, do some grinding, and get some better stones so I'm not bug biting him so much. One of the things of going through those Chalice dungeons that I forgot about was just how many levels you get, so I ended up leveling up a little bit more than I intended to. Holy crap, a lot more. I'm level 103, so a lot more than I intended to. I was hoping to just do like 90 max, but apparently I'm at level 103, so my bad. Did not mean to do that. But there was a good thing that came out of it that you might have noticed, which I'll show you in a second. So let's go ahead and use guidance and see what this does. So I was really confused for a second because I was like, wait, why didn't that do anything? And then I realized it's actually Beast Embrace. That's what I meant to do. So let's go ahead and do Beast Embrace. Embrace Rune, assume the form of a ghastly beast. So here you have it. You actually have fully transformed into a beast by using this, and presumably it's supposed to be a controlled beast, and that would be my assumption as to why they were experimenting with this, but it failed. So something about this made you just turn into a beast and probably not under control, but this was their way to try to control the Scourge of the Beast, at least one of the ways that they had come up with that they decided to just disregard, and they were like, nah, this isn't good. So it's actually, I think it's pretty cool. And there you go. Now you can actually, in the DLC, become a beast. So also really cool in that aspect of being able to become a beast. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the Forbidden Woods, which I actually recorded a bit ago. But before I do that, let's go ahead and level up again, because might as well. I think my Arcane's where I want it to be, so I'm going to start doing some Blood Tinge. I'm doing like a completely crap build in a sense, just so I can use different weapons. But the positive thing I was saying that I got out of all this is that now I can go ahead and equip the Holy Moonlight Sword. So that is what I was really shooting for here with my level up. So I was like, might as well do some Arcane so we can equip this bad boy. I know a lot of you guys wanted to see it, and you've been wanting to see some different DLC weapons. That was kind of my thing, was I was like, all right, I'll go to the Chalice dungeons, I'll get a bunch of stones and all that, so I can make all my weapons actually usable and viable. And because that's kind of the thing with this game, is you have to have blood gems and you have to level them up and fortify them. So it's kind of like you have to do a lot to get a weapon even usable and comparable to another weapon that you have, or other weapons I should say. Alright, so it's now at 6. I'm not going to level up. I want to get my Saw Cleaver to 9 before I level that up any further. But let's go ahead and get some blood gems in it. So I think my Saw Cleaver is actually at the best it can be. I still don't have that great of gems in it, honestly, because I was mainly playing in the Chalice dungeons, and I didn't get as many gems as I was hoping. I got this nice one, though. This one was a huge boost. But, alright, so now I can equip to the Holy Moonlight Blade. Let's see, this one's a lot. Wait, reduces stamina cost. Oh, nice. That's a really good one. And what's this one? Add physical attack plus 34.5. Oh, but it's cursed. Increases stamina cost by 2.7%. Didn't this one also affect my stamina cost? Reduce stamina cost by 1.1%. So actually, that might be good to use if we use both of those at once. I don't want to use the HP gradually decreasing one. That I'm not okay with. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. It's on this side. That's why. So that's not too bad. Just 1% increase for that much more power on this. And let's see what else we got. It doesn't have that much Arcane. I feel like I should be adding more Arcane attack to it, but I like that it's actually got some decent physical now. So there you go. You guys have been wanting to see me use another weapon. I got another weapon to use, even though I need to level it up a bunch. But Moonlight Greatsword is awesome in this game, so I'm going to go ahead and use this one a bit. And in the next area, we should be getting some more Bloodstones as well, so I can start leveling up both of my weapons a lot better. Or Blood Chunks, I should say. But first, I'm going to go to the Forbidden Woods, and I will see you guys shortly. So I'm kind of actually recording this a little out of order right now, so I should have just been Laurence, and I was doing some stuff in the Forbidden Woods. I was trying to just get some better stones for Laurence, as I'm assuming me in the future will have talked about, but yet in the past for you guys. And then I forgot that there's this NPC who shows up if you're a certain level of the league. I think it's like once you reach level 1 of the league, which is just by using one vermin and then talking to Valter. I believe that's what gets this guy to show up when you return to the Forbidden Woods. So, yeah. I wanted to actually use this, or I should say, I wanted you guys to actually see this, is what I meant to say, because you get Madara's whistle for beating him. So, let's go ahead and check that out. Actually, I don't need this anymore. I was in the Chalice dungeons, and I past me, but, or I should say future me, but past for you should have explained why, I'm assuming. So, let's go ahead and equip this whistle, which I think is a usable item here. I could be mistaken, though. I actually haven't gotten into my main game. I just happen to know about it. Oh, there it is. I don't have enough blood tinge to use it. Oh, that sucks! Oh, man. Alright. Well, it summons those snakes that you see. So when you go to the Shadows of Yharnam boss fight, or you might have noticed this guy tried to use it on me, it summons one of those snakes. So summon a giant serpent from the Nightmare. Whistle of the Madara's twins, denizens of the Forbidden Woods. The twins grew up alongside a poisonous snake and developed a silent, inhuman kinship. The poisonous snake grew uncontrollably, raised on a healthy diet of beast entrails. Even after their deaths, it is said to respond to the call of the twins' whistle from within the Nightmare. So, interesting thing here is that we get this whistle from a guy wearing the Butcher set. At least that's what it looked like he was wearing to me. Was that Butcher set, which, let me go ahead and go back up to it, because that's going to tell us about the Madara's twins. So the Madara's twins are the Butcher set wearers, yet the whistle says that they're dead, so it must be someone who's taking after them, I'd assume. But we did see the... we actually saw one of the Madara's brothers. It was a summonable character for if you're going to fight Ludwig. Get out of here. So another thing I want to do on here, though, is we're going to go ahead and use another vermin, and now that we have 3, stomp that out, and talk to Valter again, as that makes 3 vermin, and I think that might be enough for another level up. I could be mistaken, but I guess we'll find out. Level up, excuse me, I mean another rank up here.
Hello, Confederate. Turned at the world of man, much like our very...
Nope, not yet. I mean, maybe after defeating that guy, I just have to leave and come back, but I'm going to go ahead and get back to what past me for you, but future me for real was doing, which is facing off against Laurence, and I'll see you guys momentarily back in the Hunter's Nightmare. Alright guys, welcome back to the research hall. I'm saying welcome back, and I guess I keep on saying that because my own timeline for what I'm doing is distorted. Hopefully we'll start getting some blood chunks, that'd be nice. Oh wow, we actually just got a bunch, so I can actually level up my saw cleaver. That's alright, we'll do it once I get a bunch more, just for the sake of being able to level up my Moonlight Blade as well. And then making all of the Moonlight Blade a more viable weapon. Oh, it is pretty slow though, compared to the saw cleaver, but it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it because it's so awesome. Yeah, a bunch of bloodstone chunks right off the bat. This is all I really need to do, is just go right here. Really, I should have just continued my Let's Play and done the research hall and then come back to Laurence, but I didn't. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk to this.
Has someone, anyone, seen my eyes? I am afraid I've dropped them in a puddle. Everything's pale now.
It's actually really interesting what she says for a couple of reasons. Actually, I had my volume turned down. I'm saying she could be a guy. There's both guys and girls here. But the fact that they say everything is pale now, I find that to actually be pretty interesting concerning the whole concept of what is pale blood. Which I don't think there was ever really a definitive answer for that. So not all of them are friendly. Oh, you know what I should be doing is I should be using this version of it, now that I think about it. If I'm going to use it, might as well use my Arcane. So let's see which is better against these guys, Arcane or non-Arcane. I think Arcane was a little bit better, but they're not much. How about like that? Oh. Not great. That's too bad. The saw cleaver is just much faster. That's really where it's winning right now. Alright, I think we'll go up this way first. So Research Hall is a bit of a maze, but it's a lot of just wrapping into itself with two sides, essentially. And you're going to be doing a lot of dropping off, but a lot of what we're going to find here is really cool. Get past that. There's a bunch of explodey traps, too, like that, what I just dealt with. Oh, whoops. Oh, more of a whoops. Woke him up, and I blew off some bottles by accident. Oh, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Oh, Lady Maria, save me, please. I don't hear anything. Oh, save me.
Alright, so we get the first mention of this character, Lady Maria, here, who's going to be, a pretty important character coming up here. And start paying a lot of attention to the environment, and you'll start to notice what's going on here in this area. So, before we do that, let's take care of all of our gun friends. Nope. No thank you. Still really don't feel good about the stones or blood gems I have. I really feel like it needs some better ones. Alright, so we see a bunch of experimenting going on with those bulbous head things that we saw before. Like, really nasty, gruesome experimenting. I mean, they got a lot of different pins and needles stuck in them and things to examine their heads and brains. This is called the Research Hall, and you can see the different knives and tweezers and such that they were definitely using, as well as blood vials again. But, yeah, it's called the Research Hall, so just maybe we're starting to see why right here and what they were researching on. It's not clear it's people. They're researching on people. And it would seem that they're injecting these people with the blood of great ones and trying to basically find a good formula for people.
Is that you, Lady Maria? No. You're someone else.
I am not. I'm sorry.
Please, could you do something for me? I need brain fluid. Murky, mushy brain fluid.
Well, that's gross.
Please,
That is absolutely disgusting. Cool. So, yeah, so that's another one of the subjects, and we'll actually find out a bit more. I don't want to talk too much about the whole blood healing thing, but notice what they have in them right there. You see, like, a syringe stuck straight in them, so, yeah, pretty dark, all the things coming out of the Healing Church right here. And we see, like, really behind the scenes what they were doing to the people of Yharnam. It's hard to say if they were taking people against their will, or if it was volunteers or people who already belonged to the church, or what exactly. Or if they were selling people on some sort of promise. Like, all these people are talking about Lady Maria and wanting her help. So maybe they were actually, I don't know, maybe they were already sick and they came here. And they came here for Lady Maria's help. And then when they came here for help, they started getting experimented on after that. So, like, you go to the hospital because you're sick, and they were sick of something related to the blood. And instead of curing them, they just started researching on them. Decorative hunter garb and decorative old trousers. Let's go ahead and wear the decorative hunter garb, because I know a bunch of you are mad at me that I'm not wearing the new gear. Old hunter garb decorated with brass trinkets. At the time, some hunters believed that certain metals would ward off beasts' blood. On a night of the hunt, it is no wonder that people would resort to superstition. So it really does seem like people are trying to not take beast blood, which is, and here we go, got it on. You can see all those decorative metals all over it. But this is the second item description that we got in about them trying to avoid beast blood. Where before, or at least in present-day Yharnam, it seems like people want blood, and it's a good thing. And especially if you're dreaming and you can utilize it with blood echoes, to heal and level up. Like, it's a really good thing. Get out of here. You only fell 1 level, apparently. Oh, I hope I'm not sure which side I wanted to twist up first, and I hope I'm twisting up the right side. I kind of forgot since it is such a maze. A striking damp blood gem. I wonder if that one's gonna be good. I really should have just played this area. I apologize for leveling up so high. I wanted to give a decent like playthrough of a level that you might be at if you're playing this, so I didn't want to be too highly leveled, but honestly there are a couple bosses here coming up. One specifically who this is probably the right level for anyways. Hey, what are you doing?
Blip, blop, blip, blop. Splish, splash, splish, splash.
And that's all we're gonna get out of him, so going a little crazy. I find it a little sad, the one who is saying, I'm just looking for my eyes, everything is pale and just completely out of it. Okay, so nope. Get out of here, rats. What the hell was that? I heard it for 255, or it was heard for 255 and nothing. So we've got some Harry Potter staircases going on here, which might be what you noticed by this. The Harry Potter staircase. You can see where it actually needs to be is right up there. Harry Potter staircase, kind of like also the Dark Souls elevator in a sense. The Dark Souls 1 elevator. So, alright, I'm tired of this. I don't like this outfit. Sorry, it was bugging me. I'll see if I can find a newer one that I actually do like. Oh, the Bone Ash armor. That's a really good one. I should probably wear that one. That's probably the best one, actually. Oh, I don't really have much. I guess we could wear the Constable garb for a little bit. Since that's, since I am a member. I am one of them. This is what Valter wears. If I'm not mistaken. Now, if we remember, too, when we were finding out about there's all these hidden secrets, and the more hidden the secrets, the more dangerous it is, essentially, like, after facing Ludwig, we're starting to see really the types of secrets that they were trying to hide about the Healing Church. Like, this is not something that you would want people to know about, that you did. Even if you got this great thing out of it, and Healing Blood worked properly, showing that you experimented on people like this and for people to find out is not something any would want to have released. That is very bad PR. So this is just one so far of the secrets that we're gonna find that they were trying to hide within the Hunter's Nightmare. They're really trying to stuff away and hide. Oh yeah, here if you read this, patient room floor 2. That's all really those say, is they just tell you what floor you're on and all that.
Kill me. Please, just kill me. Free me from this place before I go mad.
Someone help me. I'm guilty. I know. But I won't do it again. I promise. The dumb darkness. It frightens me. And what rises from its very depths.
Not sure if you can really be helped at this point. I'm sorry. Sorry. Not much to do at this point.
Lady Maria. Lady Maria. Please, take my hand. Please, help me. Don't let me drown.
There is a common theme with the things that they're talking about. Before I mention it, okay, cool. I want to make sure I talk to all of them. So, Don't let me drown. I'm afraid of what lies in the deep dark abyss and what's laying there. Oh, also there's an item over there, which is great because you're not going to know how to get it at first, and it's going to raise your curiosity and make you constantly remember, hey, I want to figure out how to get that. So I just like that type of planting, and that's more of a game design thing I wanted to point out. I really like when they do that. I think they tend to do a really good job at that type of stuff in, at least when Miyazaki's at the helm of game design. I mean, even Dark Souls 2 as well has some good planting like that for putting the carrot on the stick, essentially. Yeah, I'm actually getting some blood gems. I should have just waited. Oh well. So, anyways, they're all, and then they got the guy who was talking about plip plop, making water sounds. So I think that specifically is what I'd wanted to point out. Is oh god, holy crap! I think that's it for me. This is the end. My only friend. The end. So I realized the reason I died was clearly because I wasn't wearing the bone ash armor. It's the only possible reason that I can think of. Definitely the only reason. So this is actually the room, the other side of the room, where I died at, or I should say the bottom. Once we go up to the top here, that's going to be where I died. So just for the sake of going a little bit quicker, instead of going the route I went before and needing to do it twice, I figured I'd just start at the bottom of this room. I didn't realize that a whole collection of them were just waiting at the top. I mean, I knew that there were a lot of them up there, but I didn't know that that was the room that they were all just stalled in and waiting at. And you can see them all coming down here. So they're triggered by you walking up. Oh, there's the guy who has my blood echoes. Hey! Oh, he had a guy take his bullet for him. They must be good friends. Maybe it's her boyfriend or something like that, or his girlfriend, or whatever fan fiction of these guys you choose to make. I'm putting it out there. We're making fan fictions of these guys now. This could be the next big fanfic, is the blobhead, brainhead guys. I guess it's just giant brain heads of Bloodborne. The romantic fanfiction. Aw, that guy's just not loading properly. He's awkwardly moving. Now is he? Yeah, now he's loaded right. So, right up here, straight ahead, that's the room I was in. I just figured I'd try coming from the backside because I'd never done that before. And see how it went? Clearly not well. Clearly not well. Oh man, I'm not doing good right now either. Once again, I thought my attack would, because it's Bloodborne, and a lot of what I like to do is get my attack in with the saw cleaver, which is why I like it before someone else can get their attack in. And I thought it'd be quicker than him. Clearly I was not, though. All right, who's attacking? Actually, no, it probably isn't him. I mean, it might be, but it might just be the guy who's up here. Making all that noise, making all that ruckus. Hey, you. Keep it down. Oh. Shoot. I'm actually not that great at these guys, as you're able to clearly see. I have trouble timing out their delay. Alright. Get it? Yes. Just something about that delay throws me off. It's probably because not all of his attacks have the delay. That's a good place to hit those too. If you have guys who do frenzy attacks, just back away from them while they're in the middle of their frenzy attack and shoot them while they're in the middle of it. And that's a really good way to just, yep, got him, and not have to worry about it because they're still in the frenzy and you can easily just shoot them at some point in the middle of it. Let's get some antidotes, and I'm actually going to go ahead and try to deal with these guys before they walk up. Mainly because that guy's going to shoot, and I didn't want to have to deal with these guys while he could hit me. So something that you might have noticed about these staircases, too, is that they don't have sides to them. And that's going to come in handy. Oh god, oh god. I forgot about these guys. So these ones right here will grab you like the witches. You try to pull your eyeballs out, and they do a lot of damage. I'm actually really lucky I didn't get hit by that one, because I'd completely forgotten about it. Alright, is there anything? Yes. So if you recall, there's still that item that we didn't get. And this is not it, but there's one below that's still there that we haven't gotten. So hopefully that's something, if you're playing, you would have been intrigued by and been like, how do I get to that item? It's one level below me, so we're going to have to try to figure that out at some point. And I can't just drop down here to get to it. You can drop down to a different staircase, though. Oh god, oh god, oh god. You can also get railed on by that guy. Also, if we go over here, we find the second half to the elevator, so now we actually have another shortcut open. So, if you hadn't noticed with that first elevator, right across here, I should say, the first elevator that we reached, it took us down to the first level of the research hall. And we've now opened up a second elevator that's going to take us all the way up, so we've opened up a shortcut. I honestly have zero clue how much time I have left, because this was actually 2 different recordings, and I think this is the first time I've ever done this, where I stopped playing to do some leveling up and decided I'd come back and play a couple days later. So, considering that I have... Oh, jeez. Holy crap. Considering I just got destroyed. Alright. That should deal with him for now. I'm not sure how much time I've done. But first place we're going to go to is over here. And now we're starting to see headless versions of these guys, who do a decent attack, a decent amount on their attack. You also might have noticed what I just passed by, which I'll point out again once I get back to it. Just think on what I passed by. Oh man, I'm getting destroyed. Give me that blue elixir. And blood vial. Hello? Why, what is in here? Oh. 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 So, all this stuff is just... all the bodies are gone, and they have literally just become giant brain heads. So, and that could be their bodies walking around out there just aimlessly walking. I'm honestly not sure, but I think it's just that these, whoever these were, past tense, have just completely turned into enlarged heads. So, actually, there we go. There's the bodies of them covered in spider webs. So these right here are their bodies. So, yep, those are their bodies, and now they're just these enlarged heads, which we can actually go ahead and equip too. Why don't we do that? Enlarged head. An enlarged head of a patient of the cathedral with a cavity that just happens to fit a human head, although one would be mad to try it on. But if you do, listen carefully for the sticky sound. Drip, drop, as water seeping up from the depths slowly, steadily. Well, I'm going to be insane and I'm going to put it on. I wonder how much physical defense I'm going to lose. That's my only question. Not that much. So I tried equipping and talking to various things with it on to see if they gave me different dialogue, and that wasn't the case. But we'll just go ahead and equip it for now. Also, if you notice, there's an enlarged head just waiting up there. So, yeah, don't get hit by that one. I wonder if Arcane does any better on these guys, and I should be using my Moonlight Sword. So this is what I was going to point out before, was that we have this, which just leads down to the staircase, but indicating that once again, we're going to get some Harry Potter stairs. So we can actually go ahead and skip downwards. Oh no, you just dropped onto the staircase. I was hoping that wouldn't be the case. Alright, at least I got a visceral on this guy. It's actually kind of hard to see him because my head is so big. Oh god, oh god. Oh, that guy. That guy, I was gonna, oh whoops. I was gonna wail on our hunter friend, but could not. It's so hard to tell. I literally can't see him. His head is awful. Alright, that was a good guess. I'm honestly just guessing based on timing if he's doing an attack or not. I'm like, feels like he'd do an attack right now. I know he has a whip, so it's a little bit easier to tell. Still, I'm kind of proud of myself on that. So this hunter has a bunch of sedatives, but the real question is, what were they guarding? And I'm actually gonna put back on my old hunter top hat because I really like it, and because I can see more. That's another good reason. Over here is an elevator shaft that you can fall down. I'm honestly not sure if there's anything down there. I haven't tried. I think it just changes when you shift all the stairs around, I believe. But yeah, I haven't tried it yet. So if anyone knows, do let me know. You can also see right there, over this area, there's another guy and an item. So this is where we wanted to get underneath before, if you really do pay attention.
Plip, plop, plip, plop, plip, plop, plip, plop.
Yes? So I hear.
Plip, plop, plip, plop, plip, plop, plip, plop. Lady Maria, I'm a robin. Will I ever curl up and become an egg? What say you? Lady Maria. Lady Maria, say something. Anything. Lady Maria, will I ever curl up and become an egg? What say you? Lady Maria, say something.
So, clearly insane. And again, talking about Lady Maria, who you have to assume must have been treating all of these people. Also, I'm a jerk. But for reason, I wanted her brain fluid. I just wanted the brain fluid. That's all. Alright, and I think this is probably at that point where I'm ready to currently wrap up. Sorry, I apologize. Actually, I should keep going as I kill the crows, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll make another trip back to the research hall next time, as I don't want this episode to go too long. Where the hell am I, though? Wait, am I on a new level? I wonder. That would be funny if it turned out I'm at another level I hadn't been to yet. I don't think so. I think this is just where, Oh, it's just because I died. That's why. This is where that guy is. Alright, guys, but I'm going to go ahead and go back to the hunters. Well, actually, I'm going to go back to the person who wanted brain fluid, now that we have some brain fluid. And I'll see you guys there. Alright, I'm back. So, before we give her some brain fluid, let's go ahead and take a look at it. And I actually just remembered that I didn't look at my, my whirligig saw when I got it. So, actually, I'm going to look at that first. A trick weapon crafted by the workshop heretics, the powder kegs, and weapon of choice for the old hunter Valter, the beast hunter. This weapon pummels beasts in its mace form, but its true strength lies in its attached mechanical saws. These discs lined with serrated teeth spin rapidly, thrashing the flesh of beasts into fine shreds. And let's go ahead and take a look at this brain fluid that I just got. I guess it's a key item then. There it is. Grayish amoeba-shaped brain fluid wobbles and bounces. Grayish amoeba-shaped brain fluid wobbles and bounces. Extracted from a patient whose head expanded until that was all that they were. Once a young girl had an older brother who was determined to become a doctor, and so she willfully became his patient. In the end, this led to their encounter with the eldritch truth, for which they considered themselves blessed. So that's all we get for the time being. If we need to reference it again, I'll just cut to it because I want to give you the brain fluid.
Please. I need Oh, thank you. You're terribly kind.
Gross.
Oh, it's wonderful. Oh, I hear the sticky sound. Do you hear it too? Oh, I know. Will you have my blood as thanks? I'll have you know, I was once a blood saint too.
Alright, let's take it.
That makes me happy. But I cannot move. Look, on my right arm. I'm sorry to trouble you. But you don't mind, do you?
So, apparently we just took it out ourselves. That's gross. Blood of Adeline, so this is Adeline.
Oh, there you are. Don't be greedy. As they say, fear the thirst for blood. I should know. I was once a blood saint too.
Alright, so that brings into question what exactly are they experimenting on Adeline before, and how did she get this condition if she was already a blood saint to begin with? So perhaps blood leads to beasthood and something else is leading to this. This is actually something I'm honestly trying to figure out right now. Blood of Adeline. Blood taken from Adeline, patient of the research hall. Restores HP, then continues to rejuvenate HP for some time. Adeline was originally one of the blood saints who received treatment by the church to cultivate worthy blood. Adeline's was one of the few cases that turned out favorably. So, I wanted to talk about some blood healing stuff. Here we go. They were doing experiments, putting this blood into people, trying to turn them into blood saints, and a lot of people didn't make it. Adeline did. So the question is, are all those people up there, and like here, and for example, people that were trying to turn into blood saints, were they trying to harvest blood in a different way? What exactly caused these conditions? And it's definitely food for thought. But we do get a bunch of lore, and that's sake for the Healing Church and how they started getting these blood saints. So, the reason I want to give Adeline the brain fluid now is she's actually going to want brain fluid again later, but it's all time-based. So, you kind of want to just give her the brain fluid as quickly as you get it, simply for the sake of being like, okay, cool. I got the brain fluid, I give it to her, and I can play some more, and next time I get brain fluid again, I can give her some more, as opposed to having all of it at once and then you just kind of wait around. So, that's what I'm trying to do, prevent waiting. So I'm going to go ahead and level up again. And then you can see, once again, all the arcane that I have. But we're going to do some blood tinge so I can start using the blood weapons as well. And let's see if I can start to level up my weapons better. Wait, actually, I don't need to do that if I'm going to be fortifying them. Here we go. Finally got the saw cleaver to +9, which is fantastic. Oh, don't have enough yet for the Holy Moonlight Sword. I guess I still need a couple more chunks. But do I have any better blood gems that I picked up? That is the question. Apparently not. Wow, that raised attack a ton. Just that one level. I'm actually surprised. I didn't think it would raise it that much. I really should just get a bloodstone, but we'll see how I'm doing. I don't think I'll need it for a while. It would be nice to have +10 though. Alright, so that's going to wrap me up. So thank you guys so much for joining. I really appreciate it. I apologize for all the cutting in the beginning of the episode and that I over-leveled up again. But I really appreciate it. I hope you guys are enjoying. I'm trying to talk about lore as we get into it, and we'll have more to discuss in the future episodes. And hopefully I'll continue to do research and have a better idea of exactly the intricacies of what's going on so I can talk about it. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Huh. Wrong thing. Alright, later guys. Peace.